In his past life, he was a ghost in the darkness. In this life, he is the evil prince of the day. In his past life, he slaughtered countless lives. In this life, he has miraculous hands to revive, hanging a teapot to save the world. He was indifferent, lonely, and indulgent in his past life. In this lifetime, he has love in his heart, guarding all kinds of unparalleled beauties. He was alone in his past life. In this lifetime, he still fought fiercely in various places, but behind his back stood brothers and friends. Some people say he is a holy hand in medicine. Some people call him a financial giant. Some people think he is the underworld emperor. Some even claim that he is an unparalleled powerhouse in the cultivation world. The night star soul tugged at the corner of its mouth with a seductive curve. I am just a lucky one in the system. Confused by everyone. System. The arc spread of the evil charm at the corner of the night star soul's mouth. Yes. Universal cultivation system. For those who like Dou Jiao Book, please add QQ group. 528809114 keywords of the novel. Universal cultivation system without pop-ups. Universal cultivation system TXT complete collection download. Universal cultivation system latest chapter reading. Chapter 1. Young Family Waste. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. The majestic and powerful royal mansion of the imperial capital is located in the courtyard of Yanglei. In the room, on the bed, Yanglei sat cross-legged. Chongwu Continent. Crossing. King Weiwu Yangyu. Crossing to become Yanglei, the third son of King Weiwu Yangyu, is still a useless person who cannot cultivate and is not even a servant. Yanglei was originally a key undergraduate student in the 21st century. He was about to enter Huaxia University to pursue his postgraduate studies, but unexpectedly, an accident led him to come here. He possessed the third son of the king of Wei Wu, a useless person with 0 bones and unable to practice martial arts. And the Chongwu continent is a land that values martial arts. Here, if you don't have the strength, it's impossible to move a single step. Here, human life is like grass. Here, as long as you have the strength, you are a superior person. Even if it is murder or robbery, you can be honest and upright. But if you don't have the strength, then you are the person below, living a life that is not as good as a pig or a dog. The third son of King Weiwu can be considered to have a very high status, but the problem is that Yanglei has extremely poor qualifications and cannot learn martial arts, so he has earned a reputation as a waste. This made the whole continent know that the famous king of might and magic actually had such a useless son. Yang Yu was the king of Weiwu in the Qianyuan kingdom. At the age of 30, he became a generation of martial saints, with a high status and a renowned reputation. These 3 sons, Yanglei, were not only the product of his drunkenness, but more importantly, a useless person who could not cultivate himself. He felt ashamed of them, so he had no affection for these 3 sons and allowed them to ignore him. Being bullied by others also turned a blind eye. Although my own qualifications were not good, fortunately, God showed mercy and obtained an all-around cultivation system. There are all kinds of techniques, martial arts, elixirs, divine weapons, and so on. Is there a beginner gift package? Let's see what's really good. Yanglei looked at the panel with his eyes hooked. The beginner gift package was a gift package that he traveled through and obtained from the system, which was a beginner's benefit. Do you want to open the beginner gift pack? Yes, Yanglei rolled his eyes. Isn't that nonsense? Congratulations to player Yanglei for obtaining 100 points. The elixir is I Jing Shi Sui Dan, and the secret script is Xian Yuan Ju. Upon hearing this sound, Yanglei was overjoyed. The I Jing Wash Marrow pill was just too timely for him. He had just fallen asleep and sent a pillow to him. His own aptitude was not good, but the I Jing Wash Marrow pill was an incredible existence that could change his constitution, improve his bone and root qualifications, and change his current situation. It's useless, joking. Taking the I Ching Wash Marrow pill on his own may not elevate him to the level of genius, but he can also enter the ranks of ordinary cultivators. Besides, he also has an incredible all-around cultivation system, and he will definitely stand at the peak. And, Xianyuan Ju is a cultivation method, which is at the divine level. Looking at the entire Chongwu continent, there are not many people who have divine-level cultivation methods, and those who practice divine-level cultivation methods are all the peak experts on the continent. Do you want to take the I Ching Shi Marrow pill? The system voice rang again. Taking it naturally, Yang Lei couldn't wait and picked up the milky white pill, then took it down. Immediately after, a hot energy dissipated throughout the body. Pain, heart-wrenching pain. This intense pain made Yang Lei feel like his soul had been crushed, as if millions of ants were gnawing on the muscles and bone marrow of his entire body. The meridians inside his body were constantly being impacted and torn apart by that energy, but then began to repair again, time and time again being destroyed, time and time again being repaired, so cycle after cycle. Yang Lei has forgotten how many times he has been fixed, and each repair will double the pain. This pain makes Yang Lei have an impulse to commit suicide, but now he cannot move, even if he wants to die, it is impossible. I don't know how long it took, but the intense pain finally disappeared. At this moment, Yang Lei opened his eyes. His whole body was soaked in sweat, and he was pitch black, sticky, and covered in a foul odor. I'll wipe it. Yang Lei quickly got up and went to the small pond behind the yard. After washing it, Yang Lei returned to his room. After finishing all of this, Yang Lei eagerly clicked on the system to check his qualifications. Player. Yang Lei level. 0 root bone. 5 health. 20 Qigong value. 10 integral value. 100 free attribute. None skill. None skill. None weapons and equipment. None root bone 5 is the most exciting thing for Yang Lei. At the beginning, his root bone was 0, but now it has reached 5, which means he is no longer a useless material. When his root bone reaches 5, he meets the standards of an ordinary cultivator. Ordinary people are 1.3, ordinary warriors are 4.6, and 7.9 are at the level of genius. As for 10 or above, they are geniuses among geniuses. As long as there are no accidents, they can become great masters or even martial saints. The root of King Wei Wu Yang Yu has reached 11. Not only did the root bone increase, but also the health and Qigong points increased. At the beginning, my health was 10 points, and my Qigong points were not at all. It seems that this I Ching Wash Marrow pill not only changed my root bone qualification, but also increased my health and even Qigong points. However, when Yang Lei saw a skill, he was a bit puzzled. He had also obtained a divine level skill called Xianyuan Ju, but it was not displayed. Perhaps it was because he did not cultivate it. So Yang Lei quickly took out the book Xianyuan Ju. Do you practice the divine level technique Xianyuan Ju? Practice. Ding, congratulations to player Yang Lei for comprehending the divine level skill Xianyuan Ju. The system voice rang out again. Yang Lei only felt a strange energy enter his body, which was very comfortable and full of strength. Is this the power of Xianyuan Ju? Yang Lei immediately checked his attributes. Technique. The first layer of Xianyuan Ju, the Xianyuan Ju has a total of 18 levels, and progress in each level is extremely difficult. Practicing at the highest level, if there are 18 levels, it is said that one can break through the martial god and reach the realm of breaking the void. Once this Xianyuan technique breaks through to the 16th level, it becomes the realm of the martial god, indicating the power of this Xianyuan technique. Yang Lei was deeply moved and shocked, and his Qigong value reached 100. He had just entered the realm of practicing Qi, and his Qigong value reached 100. Generally, the maximum Qigong value for practicing Qi was around 40. However, he actually reached 100. This was a situation where he had not yet started practicing. If he had started practicing, wouldn't it be even more abnormal? The divine level martial arts are indeed powerful. Yang family waste, Yang Lei sneered. Everything that belongs to him must be taken back. For those who have bullied him before, we must make them regret it. Yang Lei has always been a person who will seek revenge. From now on, it is still unknown who is a waste. As for that cheap father, the current king of Wei Wu, he will always regret what he did that day. Chapter 2. Evil Slaves. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Xiaoyu, just follow me, I promise you're much stronger than that useless young master, Yang Lei said as he arrived at the front yard. No, Yang Xiong, let go of me quickly. A frightened female voice made Yang Lei's forehead veins bulge. Yang Xiong is the son of Yang Qing, the steward of the Weiwu prince's mansion, and he often bullies himself on a daily basis. It's not been a day or two since I've been interested in my maid Yuer. Let go of her. Yang Lei pushed open the door and looked at him coldly. Oh, isn't this our third young master? Yang Xiong pushed Yuer aside, and Yuer panicked and hid behind Yang Lei. At this moment, Yang Xiong looked at Yang Lei without any expression of being a servant, but instead sneered, if you give me Xiaoyu, how about I give you 100 taels of silver and 3 qi gathering pills? That's great. Yang Lei laughed instead of getting angry, you have taken away a lot of things from me. You dog servant, just the dog of the Yang family, actually threatened me as the master. Dog, how dare you call me a dog? Yang Xiong's face twisted as he heard this. You useless bastard, you dare to call me a dog. I see you're tired of living. To be a dog, one must have the awareness of being a dog. Yang Lei snorted coldly. Although he had only practiced 1 layer of qi now, Yang Xiong was only 3 layers of qi, and he was also a scumbag. However, relying on his father being the steward of the Yang family, he gained the trust of Dongfang Saiyu, the wife of King Weiwu, and bullied other servants in the mansion, among whom his favorite was bullying Yang Lei, the useless third young master. Although Yang Lei's strength is not strong enough now, with years of fighting experience on Earth, he believes it is still easy to deal with this guy. I killed you. Yang Xiong couldn't withstand such stimulation. Yang Lei usually allows himself to bully, but today he has changed his behavior. How can he bear it? Yang Lei's provocation made him extremely angry. He took out a dagger and rushed towards Yang Lei crazily. The little maid Yuer was startled and said in terror, Young master, quickly dodge. It's great. When Yang Lei was on Earth, he not only studied well, but also became a top-notch fighter. His martial arts skills, which he had been practicing since childhood, were not just talk about. So when Yang Xiong rushed forward, Yang Lei not only didn't hide, but also welcomed him. Click. Yang Lei twisted Yang Xiong's wrist, grabbed the dagger, and placed it around his neck. What do you want? My father is the butler, and if you dare to do anything to me, my father won't let you go. Yang Xiong looked at Yang Lei in horror, with a knife on his neck. Xiao Ming was no longer his own. Yang Xiong, who was so greedy and afraid of death, naturally didn't dare to act rashly. Are you provoking me? Yang Lei said coldly. Young master, don't kill him. If you kill him, the butler won't let you go. Upon hearing this, if the young master really kills him, I'm afraid the young master won't be able to stay here anymore. However, Yang Qing, the butler, is a fierce figure. Although he looks like a servant in front of King Wei Wu and several ladies, he is fierce and ruthless in front of others. Yes. Yes, third young master, if you kill me, you won't be okay either. My father won't let you go, Yang Xiong said quickly. Humph, I killed you. Who would know? Can Xiaoyu speak up? Yang Lei whispered. Don't. Don't kill me. Yang Xiong's soul burst out upon hearing this. It's impossible not to kill you. Today is the first step for me to take revenge. I will repay anyone who has bullied me 1,000 times. Yang Lei didn't hesitate at all. With a flick of the dagger in his hand, he cut off Yang Xiong's main artery and blood spurted out. You! Kill me! Young master, you killed Yang Xiong. Yue was stunned. At this moment, Yang Lei couldn't control so much because the sound of the system in his mind rang out again. Ding, you killed Yang Xiong with 200 experience points, 100 Qigong points, and 10 points. You obtained 10 gathering Qi pills, 1,000 taels of silver, and a refined steel dagger. Ding, congratulations on reaching level 2. Would you like to check your personal attributes? Check. Without hesitation, Yang Lei chose to check and upgraded. He had already upgraded to level 2. Player. Yang Lei level 2 root bone. 5 health. 40 Qigong value. 200 integral value. 110 free attribute. 2 technique. Xianyuan Ju, level 1, skill. None weapon and equipment. Precision steel dagger. The level has been upgraded and now it has reached the second level of Qi cultivation. Killing was so satisfying. Although it was his first time killing someone, Yang Lei did not feel any discomfort, but instead felt a sense of excitement. Good harvest, Yang Lei is feeling very happy now. Unexpectedly, there are still 10 Qi gathering pills left. For Yang Lei now, these Qi gathering pills can be said to be a timely help. With these 10 Qi gathering pills, he can quickly improve his strength, enough to reach the third level of Qi cultivation. However, this kind of cultivation is not as fast as leveling up monsters. Another 1,000 taels of silver are also of great benefit to oneself now. Although he is the third young master of the mighty prince's mansion, his wealth is pitiful. Moreover, in the past, there was no medication to assist in cultivation, otherwise he would not have only stayed at the first level of Qi refining. Xiaoyu. At this moment, Yang Lei remembered that Xiaoyu was still on the side. It turned out that Xiaoyu had already fainted, while Yang Xiong's body had already disappeared. Is killing someone really like fighting monsters? After being killed by oneself, there was no body left. However, this also saves some trouble, as handling the body requires some effort. Xiaoyu, wake up. Yang Lei patted Xiaoyu's delicate face. Young master, hurry up, hurry up. Xiaoyu is fine. Yang Lei breathed a sigh of relief when he saw her wake up. Don't scare her into foolishness. This little maid is still very loyal to herself and a beautiful embryo. Although she is only 14 years old now, she is also very graceful, otherwise she wouldn't have been entangled by Yang Xiong. Young master, where's Yang Xiong? Am I dreaming? Xiaoyu looked around and found no abnormalities, no Yang Xiong's body, and no bloodstains. Yang Lei was also strange. Although he had sprayed blood on his body, it was now gone. If it weren't for feeling the true Qi in his body, or if his attribute level in the system had changed to level 2, even Yang Lei thought he was dreaming. However, since Xiaoyu is like this, Yang Lei is too lazy to explain. Yang Xiong, has he come before? If he dares to come again, I will kill him. If you haven't come, it's good. Young master, are you hungry? I'll go cook for you. Xiaoyu breathed a sigh of relief when she heard that Yang Xiong hadn't come, patting her chest. Her appearance was extremely cute. Xiaoyu, you are so beautiful. Upon hearing this, Xiaoyu blushed and said coquettishly, Young master. Chapter 3. Humiliation. You are listening at novelfull.audio. P.S. New collection, seeking red tickets. Let's go, Xiaoyu. We won't be eating at home today. Let's go out to the drunken immortal tower to have a big meal. Yang Lei took Xiaoyu's hand. But young master, I heard it's very expensive there, and we don't have any money. Xiaoyu naturally wanted to eat well, but the key is that he didn't have any money. Originally, as the third young master of the Yang family, Yang Lei also had 30 taels of silver per month, but he was cheated by the big butler Yang Qing, who was also Yang Xiong's father, and only received 1 or 2, which was extremely serious. Yang Lei knew there was nothing he could do. It's okay, you don't have to worry about that. We have money, not a shortage of money. Today, I harvested 1,000 taels of silver, which is enough to squander for a while. After speaking, he no longer gave Xiaoyu a chance to speak and left the yard. The outside air is fresh and free. As the imperial capital of the Qianyuan kingdom, here is bustling with people coming and going every day. Young master, let's go back, Xiaoyu said timidly as she looked at the entrance of the drunken immortal tower. It's okay, as the young master said, there's no shortage of money. Xiaoyu is her only person, the only maid, and after eating, she also needs to buy some good clothes and jewelry for her. In addition, she also needs to buy some medicinal herbs. 2 guests, please come inside. Is there still a seat upstairs? Yang Lei didn't want to be in the lobby below, it was so comfortable upstairs. Some, the waiter hurriedly said. What do you 2 guests want? After sitting down, the waiter asked again. Good wine and good dishes, that's it, Yang Lei said directly to the waiter without looking at the recipe. Alright, 2 guests, please wait a moment. We'll be here soon. At this moment, a man and a woman walked up, each dressed elegantly, with a handsome man and a beautiful woman. Xiaolei, younger brother. The woman's eyes lit up as she saw Yang Lei and walked over in surprise. It's really you. I thought I was mistaken. In Yang Lei's memory, this woman was the best woman to herself besides her second sister Yang Yu, named Dongfang Xiaoyu. She was Yang Yu's best friend, and this man seemed to be her senior brother, named Wang Kuei. At a young age, he had already reached the level of a martial artist. Miss Xiaoyu. What did Xiaoyu say to this useless person? Wang Kuei said with some dissatisfaction at this moment. Yang Lei looked at him coldly without saying a word. He knew that Wang Kuei was definitely a genius of the younger generation, and he was only practicing qi at the 2nd level now, so he was no match for him. What are you saying? I don't want you to say that about Xiaolei's younger brother. Dongfang Xiaoyu was very dissatisfied. Waste is waste. Yang Lei, have you come here to embarrass my Yang family? At this moment, a person walked up from downstairs again. Yang Tian. This person is in his 20s and is Yang Lei's elder brother, the eldest son of King Weiwu. He has outstanding talent and is slightly inferior to Wang Kuei, but he has also reached the level of a warrior at the 7th level. Yang Tian, how could he be your younger brother? How could you be like this? Dongfang Xiaoyu knew that Yang Lei had poor physical and mental abilities and could not cultivate true qi, but she was dissatisfied. She wondered why he was the same father and treated his own younger brother like this. Xiaoyu, this is a matter for my Yang family. Yang Tian, you didn't open this place. I can come if I want, Yang Lei suppressed his anger and said in a calm tone. How dare you talk back, you useless person. If you don't practice well, you'll come out and wander around. Our Yang family and the prince's mansion of mighty martial arts have made you lose face. If it weren't for Xiao Yu's obstruction, you would have been kicked out of the Yang family long ago. You dare to speak to me like this. Yang Tian was very angry when he heard Yang Lei retort. Humph, is it the mighty prince's mansion? Whether you don't stay or not, I, Yang Lei, won't be able to live without the prince's mansion. Yang Lei's tone was very plain. You're doing well, Yang Tian pointed at Yang Lei in a hurry. Okay, since you don't want to stay in the Weiwu prince's mansion, I'll help you. It depends on how you can survive after leaving the Weiwu prince's mansion. At this moment, the dishes had already been served, and Yang Lei no longer paid attention to him. Instead, he said to Dongfang Xiaoyu, do you want to eat together? Can you afford it? These dishes should be at least 100 taels or more. Don't get beaten up for eating the king of fighters meal, Yang Tian said coldly. Don't worry if you can afford it or not. You'd better leave quickly and don't disturb my appetite, Yang Lei said. Pop. Yang Tian was extremely angry and slapped Yang Lei in the face. After all, there was a huge gap in strength, and Yang Lei couldn't dodge at all. Humph, Brother Wang, let's go. After speaking, they walked away with Wang Kueyang. Why is he like this? Dongfang Xiaoyu said angrily, Xiaolei, you're okay. The maid on one side, Xiaoyu, wiped the blood stains from the corners of Yang Lei's mouth. Ding, do you accept the task to defeat Yang Tian within 6 months and regain your dignity? Accept. Defeating Yang Tian is necessary. A warrior with only 7 levels is enough to upgrade within 6 months with their all-around cultivation system. However, it is definitely not possible in the royal palace. Yenshan is the best choice, as there are various monsters in Yenshan, and even 9th level holy beasts deep in Yenshan. After accepting the task, the blood stains on the corners of Yang Lei's mouth were also wiped dry. He looked at Dongfang Xiaoyu and said, Xiaoyu, I'm fine. Dongfang Xiaoyu saw Yang Lei like this and thought he was pretending. After all, no one would feel good about such a thing. He comforted him and said, Little Lei, if you don't want to stay at the Yang family, come with me to the Xuanji gate. I'll go ask my master to find a way. Yang Lei shook his head and said, It's okay, I'll go to the Xuanji gate, but now is not the time. As one of the 7 major sects on the mainland, the Xuanji sect, although ranked at the bottom, cannot be underestimated. In fact, its power is incredibly powerful, with more than 10 martial saints and 3 martial gods alone. Xiaolei's younger brother, but Xiaoyu, don't worry, I'm fine. Yang Lei had his own plans, and now he doesn't have much cultivation, so entering the Xuanji sect has no benefits at all. Whether to enter or not is still an unknown number. You're really angry with me. Dongfang Xiaoyu stomped his foot in anger when he saw that Yang Lei didn't listen to him. It's really okay, Miss Xiaoyu, you don't have to worry. Yang Lei was grateful for Dongfang Xiaoyu's concern for himself so much. I secretly thought to myself that I would repay her after I became strong. Never mind, I'll go back to the Yang family with you and tell Xiaoya about your situation, otherwise Yang Tian will definitely bully you. Dongfang Xiaoyu sighed. Miss Xiaoyu, I beg you for something. What's going on? Tell me, you're still so polite to me. I'm your sister. Dongfang Xiaoyu smiled as soon as he heard that Yang Lei had something to help him with. It seemed that he was enlightened. If he wanted to go back to the Xuanji gate with him, he would definitely be bullied if he stayed in the palace. Chapter 4. Crazy Upgrade. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Could you please help me take care of Xiaoyu these days? Yang Lei looked at Dongfang Xiaoyu. After all, he planned to go to Yenshan to upgrade during this period, but didn't have time to take care of Xiaoyu. Xiaoyu would definitely be bullied in the palace alone. As his closest person, Yang Lei didn't want to see her being bullied no matter how much. No, young master, don't you want Xiaoyu anymore? As soon as she heard that she was about to leave, Xiaoyu panicked. No, Xiaoyu. How could the young master be willing to not want you? Xiaoyu is so well behaved and treats the young master so well. However, the young master has been out recently and is worried that they will be detrimental to you. That's why she asked Xiaoyu to help take care of you. Do you want the young master to worry about you when he goes out? Young master, I'll listen to you. Xiaoyu breathed a sigh of relief when she heard that she didn't want to be herself. Miss Xiaoyu, Yang Lei looked at Dongfang Xiaoyu. Taking care of him is not a problem. The key is, what are you going to do? Are you planning to fight them? You can't possibly defeat them. Dongfang Xiaoyu looked at him and said seriously. She knew in her heart that Yang Lei could not cultivate at all. If she were to confront Yang Tian and the others, it would be tantamount to seeking death. I'm not fighting them right now, so I'm going out to practice, Yang Lei said. Dongfang Xiaoyu was taken aback and said, going out to practice, why don't you? Why don't you go back to the Xuanji Gate with me? Xiaoyu, I have a clear idea in my heart that I will definitely become stronger. In 6 months, I want everyone to be surprised by me. Those who look down on me and those who have hurt me before, I want them to repay me 1,000 times. Yang Lei said with a hint of insincerity. Xiaolei's younger brother. Young master. Don't say much, Xiaoyu. Today, you'll go with Xiaoyu. Yang Lei said and took out 2 things, a jade hairpin and 500 taels of silver, and handed them to Xiaoyu. Xiaoyu, keep these 2 things. This jade hairpin was left by my mother. After you take it, you'll be my person. When I have the strength, I'll go back to the Xuanji Gate to pick you up. Remember, listen to Xiaoyu's words, and if possible, follow her to practice well. Xiaoyu didn't expect Yang Lei to give her the jade hairpin. Her face turned slightly red and her heart was sweet. Although she couldn't bear to part with it, she shook her head and said, Young master, you can't take this jade hairpin. Xiaoyu is a servant and a maid. What servant maid? In my eyes, you are a good girl. You have served me for so long, without any complaints or regrets, and deserve it, Yang Lei said. Dongfang Xiaoyu's heart felt a bit blocked and uncomfortable for no reason on the side. Xiaoyu, please accept it. This is Xiaolei's younger brother's gesture of goodwill. Upon hearing this, Xiaoyu accepted it and secretly thought to herself that she must work hard to protect and serve the young master well in the future. After seeing Xiaoyu accept it, Yang Lei looked at Dongfang Xiaoyu and said, Xiaoyu, I'll leave Xiaoyu to you. I hope you can help me take good care of her. In a year, I will give you a surprise. Dongfang Xiaoyu had no intention of asking for any reward. He picked up Xiaoyu's hand and said to Yang Lei, Xiaoyu, I will take good care of you, but don't let them fight. If there is anything, take this jade pendant and come to the Xuanji Gate to find me. Dongfang Xiaoyu took off a jade pendant tied to his waist, which was cold in his hand. It was clear that it was not an ordinary thing, and the 4 words Dongfang Xiaoyu were engraved on it. Okay, Sister Xiaoyu, then I'll go. Yang Lei turned around and left without looking back. Take care of yourself and don't try to be too strong in everything. Miss Dongfang, young master will be fine, right? Xiaoyu looked at Yang Lei's back and said. He will definitely succeed, he will definitely surprise us. Dongfang Xiaoyu's eyes flashed with an inexplicable expression. After leaving the drunken immortal tower, Yang Lei did not return to the Weiwu prince's mansion. He knew that he would definitely suffer if he went back at this time, and Yang Xiong's disappearance must have aroused suspicion. The object of suspicion would not only be himself, but now that he can cultivate, he is only at the 2nd level of qi cultivation. He has not even reached the level of a martial artist. Fighting them is indeed a behavior of seeking death. So Yang Lei made a rational choice to immediately go to Yanshan. When going to Yanshan, one should not be empty-handed. To be joking, it is essential to prepare some things such as medicinal herbs, food, weapons, and so on. 1,000 taels of silver were given to Xiaoyu, and 500 taels remained. After such a round of procurement, these 500 taels were also exhausted. But it can be considered as some preparation. After completing all of this, Yang Lei resolutely stepped into the Yan Mountains. Yanshan is located in the western part of Qianyuan Kingdom, not too far from Kyoto, but it is not very close either. Yang Lei walked for half a day before entering the outskirts of Yanshan. After entering the outskirts of Yanshan for half an hour, Yang Lei finally saw his first prey. The Flame Rat. Flame Mouse is a first-level warcraft, fire type, capable of using fire-type spells to attack, flame arrow. Kill, in order to upgrade, you must kill the flame rat without hesitation. Seeing the target, Yang Lei picked up his refined steel dagger and stabbed towards the flame rat. Kill with one strike. The system sounded. Ding, congratulations on killing the first level flame rat with 15 experience points and 5 Qigong points, obtaining flame rat meat. I wipe it, Grandma's a bear. It's so bad, there's nothing. After killing a flame mouse, Yang Lei felt extremely depressed. However, Yang Lei is aware that his current strength is insufficient, and besides the flame mouse, other warcraft have no ability to attack and kill. I'll kill. In this area, there were many flame rats, and Yang Lei began to crazily kill them. 3 days later, in these 3 days, Yang Lei crazily killed no less than 1,000 flame rats, including one flame mouse king, finally allowing Yang Lei to upgrade to level 8 as he wished. This flame rat is simply unable to reveal anything, the only equipment it reveals is the flame ring. Ding, congratulations to player Yang Lei on reaching level 8. Do you want to check his attributes? View. Player. Yang Lei level. 8 root bone. 5 health. 200 Qigong value. 5,000 integral value. 200 free attribute. 0 technique. Xianyuan Ju, level 1, skill. None weapon and equipment. Precise steel dagger, flame ring, ding, due to player Yang Lei killing 1,000 flame rats, he was awarded the title of flame mouse killer and rewarded with a space ring. This system prompt made Yang Lei extremely happy. The space ring was originally available in the system, but unfortunately, the space was too small to accommodate too many things. Just a lot of the flame mouse meat was discarded, and that thing was actually very delicious. It can relieve hunger. Space ring. 3 cubic meters in size, can hold things, but cannot accommodate living objects. This space ring is a rare item, and Yang Lei is well aware of this. In the mainland of Chongwu, a space ring can definitely be auctioned off as a heavenly rank. A space ring of the size of 3 cubic meters can definitely sell tens of thousands of taels of gold, and it has a price but no market. Chapter 5. Wind Blade 7 Kills. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Now that my level has been elevated to level 8, it means that I have reached the 8th level of Qi cultivation. Each level requires a huge amount of experience and Qigong points, and upgrading later becomes more difficult. It is impossible for me to rely on the flame mouse to upgrade now. The flame mouse's experience is not enough, and I have to go deeper. The further inside, the more dangerous it becomes. Yang Lei's heart is like a mirror, but the opportunities are also greater. He is currently at the 8th level of Qi cultivation, and there is still a long way to go before breaking through the martial arts stage. Although there is not much difference from the 8th level of Qi cultivation to the martial arts stage, it is only 3 levels, but the key is to enter the martial arts stage from the 10th level of Qi cultivation. This is a gap, and some people have even been stuck at this level for several years, some even more than a decade. As he delved deeper, Yang Lei no longer saw some first-level warcraft in his eyes. Unless it was a second-level warcraft, Yang Lei would not even consider it and would not take action. At night, Yang Lei lit the fire and roasted the rabbit meat. Seeing the rabbit meat being roasted golden yellow, dripping oil continuously, I took out the ingredients and sprinkled them on the rabbit meat, and the aroma immediately overflowed. After being roasted, Yang Lei couldn't wait to take it off the shelf. It must be said that in this Chongwu continent, rabbit meat is much fresher and more tender than on Earth. After eating and drinking enough, Yang Lei let out a burp, but the sudden lantern-like light around him made him shiver. Wolves, surprisingly, there are quite a few, counting them carefully, about 20. Yang Lei secretly complained, raised the torch and took a cold breath. Before entering Yanshan, Yang Lei once bought a complete collection of Warcraft, which introduced various types of Warcraft on the mainland. And these giant wolves in front of us, each one is huge in size, comparable to mastiffs, obviously not ordinary wolves, but second-level wind-type Warcraft wind wolves. Wind wolves are social animals that can unleash wind blades to attack enemies or engage in close combat. Among them, there is often a head wolf who commands and possesses a certain level of intelligence. Yang Lei's current strength is only 8 layers of Qi cultivation, and his Qi skill value is much stronger than that of an ordinary warrior, equivalent to 1 level. There is no problem dealing with 2 or 3 wolves in this way. The key is that there are about 20 here, and there are also a head wolf. If you have reached the martial arts stage, there will definitely be no problem dealing with these wolves, but the key is that you are still at the level of Qi cultivation. Judging from the current situation, Yang Lei had to give it a try, so he couldn't help but grip the dagger in his hand. At this moment, a wolf launched a probing attack and rushed towards Yang Lei. Yang Lei was fearless in the face of danger. A wolf launched an attack, but he had no choice but to seize the opportunity. Yang Lei moved forward with a dagger, targeting the neck of the wind wolf. One hit. Strike a weak point, a fatal blow. Ding, congratulations to the player for killing the wind wolf. Experience points are 50 and Qigong points are 20. Ding, congratulations to the player for understanding the skill and being able to discern the enemy's weaknesses and launch a fatal strike. Please name it. A fatal blow. Blessed by misfortune, truly blessed by misfortune, unexpectedly comprehended the fatal blow. Ahem. And before Yang Lei could be happy, he heard the howling of the head wolf. The remaining 20 or so wind wolves launched attacks, not only biting and killing, but also using their unique skill, the wind blade. Damn it. Yang Lei dodged the blow in embarrassment, but his face was still scratched with a trace of blood. Damn it, I've been disfigured. Before Yang Lei could get up, the other 2 wind wolves pounced again. Yang Lei quickly rolled around upon seeing the situation and then bounced back. A fatal blow. Poochie. A wolf fell down. But the remaining wind wolf did not fear, did not give up, and attacked again. After several attacks, Yang Lei gradually mastered the rhythm, but at this point, trouble came again. 4 wind wolves were killed, but Yang Lei's Qigong points were consumed greatly. If not replenished, it may be dangerous. Zhu Qi Wan, for Zhu Qi Wan, he also had 10 Zhu Qi Wan. Thinking of this, Yang Lei quickly took out one and took it down. The surging medicinal power of Juki pill immediately emanated into the body, although it did not fully replenish its own consumption, it also replenished most of it. Yang Lei continued to take one more. Quickly, the Qigong value was replenished. Kill. Yang Lei shouted loudly, catching the thief first and capturing the king. If he had dealt with that headed wolf himself, then the remaining wind wolf would not be worth mentioning. The head wolf is not so easy to deal with. It seems to have realized Yang Lei's action. The head wolf takes a step back, but it is not a retreat, but a sign of attack. The dignity of the Wolf King cannot be trampled upon, and it cannot retreat. Yang Lei knew that this wolf was not easy to deal with. Its strength was probably close to that of a 3rd-level Warcraft, which was comparable to a martial arts master's realm. The difference was too great for him, so what should he do? Watching the movements of the wolf, Yang Lei's eyes flickered. The wolf was not right, something was wrong, and its movements seemed. It turned out to be injured. This discovery made Yang Lei very happy. A wounded Wolf King had his chance. Thinking of this, Yang Lei suddenly accelerated and ignored the attack of the wind wolf behind him, quickly approaching the Wolf King. A fatal blow. The head wolf dodged and dealt a fatal blow, then let out a loud roar and became angry, seeming to say, "You dare to provoke me, kid." Then he flipped over and rushed towards Yang Lei, spraying a wind blade in his mouth. Damn it! Yang Lei couldn't help but curse, but he didn't expect this fatal blow to be dodged. Yang Lei deftly dodged upon seeing the situation, and the wind blade hit the wind wolf behind him, attacking him. The wind wolf, who wanted to attack him, was immediately blinded and rolled to the ground, howling in agony. The Wolf King became even angrier, and he didn't expect to hit his subordinates with one blow, making the wind blade even more rapid. And Yang Lei was even happier, often dodging in front of other wind wolves. A fatal blow. Another wind wolf fell, and in just over 10 minutes, more than 10 wind wolves had already been killed by Yang Lei, and of course, a few had also been killed by the Wind Wolf King himself. Then the Wind Wolf King roared again, and the remaining 6 wind wolves rushed forward in unison. Yang Lei swallowed a gas-gathering pill in his mouth and stared at the Wolf King, with a hint of madness in his eyes. As the Wind Wolf King approached and opened his bloody mouth, Yang Lei had already smelled the unpleasant stench. A fatal blow. Ding! Congratulations to the player for killing the Wind and Wolf King. Experience value is 500, and Qigong value is 200. Ding! Congratulations to the player for obtaining the secret script Wind Blade 7 kills. Ding! Congratulations to player Yang Lei for leveling up. Yang Lei felt great satisfaction in his heart. Once he upgraded, his Qigong points were fully restored. Although he had been hit by 2 wind wolves before, there was no need to worry after the upgrade. Once the Wind Wolf King dies, the remaining 4 wind wolves are not enough to fear. Quickly, under Yang Lei's attack, the 4 wind wolves also turned into experience. Chapter 6. Spiritual Fruits of Heaven and Earth. You are listening at novelfull.audio. For Yang Lei, reaching the 9th level of Qi cultivation from the 8th level is not a big deal. The key is to kill the secret book, 7 kills of the Wind Blade, obtained by the Wind Wolf King. Wind Blade 7 kills. There are a total of 7 moves, each of which has the power of wind and cloud transformation. Wind Blade Cloud Kill, Wind Knife Rain Kill, Wind Knife Snow Kill, Wind Knife Thunder Kill, Wind Knife Critical Kill, Wind Knife Hidden Kill, Wind Knife Assassination. The Wind Blade 7 kills, the higher the skill, the greater the power. The 7 moves together have infinite power. Do you want to learn the 7 kills of the Wind Blade? Yes, I'm joking. Isn't it foolish not to cultivate such abnormal techniques? With this Wind Blade 7 kills, my strength has greatly increased. Ding! Congratulations to player Yang Lei for learning the Wind Blade 7 kills. Note: the combination of 7 kills poses great harm, use with caution. The combination of 7 kills is extremely harmful and has infinite power. The thought of this Yang Lei makes his mouth water. This combination of 7 kills can unleash its original combat power by 40.9 times, which is such a twisted secret technique. I didn't expect the little Wind Wolf King to contribute such a terrifying secret technique. This secret technique is probably not inferior to divine level martial arts, but the Wind Blade 7 kills seem to have no level at all. Do you want to view the properties? Yes. Player. Yang Lei level. 9 root bone. 5 health. 220 Qigong value. 6,000 integral value. 210 free attribute. 0 technique. Xianyuan Ju, level 1, skill. Wind Blade 7 kills weapon and equipment. Precise steel dagger, flame ring, ordinary storage ring. Unfortunately, I don't have a good knife right now. If I had a good knife and combined it with the Wind Blade 7 kills, it would definitely explode. However, Yang Lei was not discouraged. In the depths of Yen Mountain, there were many monsters, and there were many Emperor Wu saints who had ventured here. Many of them died inside, and they all had spiritual or even divine weapons. If they could obtain one, the problem would be completely solved. Taking a night off, the next day Yang Lei was energetic and continued to move forward. Oh, this place is eerie. After walking for half a day, Yang Lei was very strange. There was a lot of eerie things around here. After walking for half a day, he didn't encounter any warcraft or even some small animals, and it was surprisingly quiet. Shui Tan, this is a water pond. Yang Lei originally wanted to drink water, but as soon as he touched the water in the pond, a chilling chill pierced his whole body. Hiss. Yang Lei immediately took 3 steps back. Upon closer inspection, the other side was steaming hot and said, "Is it actually hot over there?" It's exactly the opposite of the biting cold here. In order to verify his own thoughts, Yang Lei took a few steps and came to the other side to give it a try. Sure enough, here is one cold and one hot, separated by a diaphragm in the middle, separating this cold and hot pool of water. Due to the steaming mist and Yang Lei's lack of careful observation before, he only now saw a magical plant growing on a small piece of land in the center of the pond. This plant bears 2 fruits, one blue and crystal clear, and the other opposite, fiery red, like a flame. Yin Yang fruit. Yang Lei's mind immediately flashed with a term. It's good, the only fruit that can grow in such a place is the Yin Yang fruit, which is divided into 1 yin and 1 yang. If taken at the same time, it will greatly increase his martial arts skills and even allow Emperor Wu to break through the bottleneck and enter the realm of a martial saint. However, obtaining the yin and yang fruit is not so simple. This yin and yang fruit is the spiritual fruit of heaven and earth, and it is obvious that such spiritual fruit must be guarded by divine beasts. It is obviously unrealistic to obtain the spiritual fruit with one's current strength, and one may lose one's life. But if he gives up like this, Yang Lei is not willing to accept it. It's a distress in my heart. Of course, the spiritual fruit is not yet ripe. After checking, it is estimated that there are still 2 days left before it matures. The yin and yang fruit ripens at noon, which means the day after tomorrow at noon. Suddenly, Yang Lei saw a huge white snake coiled not far away, with 2 horns growing on its head. Its huge head was spitting out long snake venom, and its eyes were like copper bells, making it chilly to look at. This white snake is probably already Emperor Wu. No, it should be the pinnacle of Emperor Wu's realm. It is estimated that by taking these 2 fruits, one can break through to the martial saint stage. In terms of Warcraft classification, this white snake, should be transforming into a dragon and reaching the peak of level 8. Once it reaches level 9, it can become a sacred beast and transform into a human. However, it seems that the white snake doesn't care about Yang Lei at all. Indeed, Yang Lei's current strength is not even that of a warrior, he is just a little luo luo. In the eyes of the white snake, he is like an ant and is not afraid at all. In that case, there is still a chance for oneself. When the yin and yang fruits are ripe, there will definitely be a strange phenomenon appearing, and there will definitely be other high-level monsters competing. If one is lucky at that time, they can benefit from it. However, it is not easy to profit from the yin-yang fruit. Speaking of which, this yin-yang fruit is not very useful for Yang Lei now. After all, Yang Lei's current cultivation is only 9 layers of qi cultivation, and it is impossible to take yin-yang fruit. Once he takes yin-yang fruit, there is no doubt that he will only explode and die. However, this yin and yang fruit is the spiritual fruit of heaven and earth. As long as you reach the realm of Emperor Wu, you can take it, and your cultivation will definitely increase. I don't want to let it go. Originally, Yang Lei wanted to leave now and come back at noon the day after tomorrow. It was evident that the white snake had no interest in him and decided to stay here. Yang Lei had a feeling that the white snake would not be detrimental to him, of course, on the premise that he did not pursue the idea of yin-yang fruit. As the night was about to darken and his stomach was a bit hungry, Yang Lei set up a fire and grilled the rabbit meat, which he had caught before. After the rabbit meat is roasted, the aroma is overflowing. Yang Lei only took a bite when he heard a rustling sound. When he realized it, Yang Lei turned his head and saw the white dragon staring straight at the rabbit meat in his hand. Yang Lei swallowed his saliva and thought to himself, do these white snakes still know that they can't eat barbecue? However, seeing it like this, if I don't give it food, I'm afraid I won't be okay, so I threw the rabbit meat in my hand in front of the white snake. I saw the white big mouth open and swallow the roasted rabbit meat that was thrown in one bite, with an expression of still wanting more. Staring eagerly at Yang Lei. Yang Lei had no choice but to take out the inventory from the storage ring and immediately roasted it. Soon, the two rabbits were cooked again, and then Yang Lei threw them to the white snake. The white snake was not polite. It opened its mouth again and swallowed it. After finishing, its eyes were fixed on the other roasted rabbit meat in Yang Lei's hand. Okay, here you are, I'm unlucky. Yang Lei had to give the remaining one to White Snake as well. Seeing the white snake still looking at him, Yang Lei spread out his hands and said, "You still want it? It's gone. If you want it, go get the prey yourself and I'll grill it for you." Chapter 7. Peak Struggle. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Yang Lei didn't expect the white snake to come and hunt for prey, but to his surprise, the white snake heard it and quickly ran towards the outside. Within 2 minutes, the white snake rolled up 2 stags and placed them in front of Yang Lei. Then he spat out a message to Yang Lei, seeming to say that the prey had arrived, you have to take care of it. Since the situation had developed like this, Yang Lei had no choice but to take action. He took out his own refined steel dagger and quickly dealt with one of the stags. He then put it on the fire rack and began to roast it. After about half an hour, the stag was finally roasted. After Yang Lei cut off a smaller piece of deer meat, he gave it all to the white snake. After the white snake finished eating, it didn't look at Yang Lei again. Instead, it stood still and didn't roll up. It just lay on the side and closed its eyes. Yang Lei saw this and placed another stag directly into the storage ring. This storage ring has the advantage of being vacuum inside and not afraid of food spoilage. It can be stored for a long time without any problem. These past 2 days, Yang Lei has also had a comfortable time. Anyway, when he wanted to eat, a white snake brought in prey, and he focused on studying the Wind Blade's 7 kills. Each of these 7 kill moves made Yang Lei extremely skilled, but the combination of the 7 kills can only achieve 2 in 1 now. However, just combining the 2 kills into 1 is already quite abnormal, reaching 4 times the combat power. If one can practice the 4 kills into 1, then they have 16 times the combat power. This means that if one breaks through to the early stage of the warrior level, they can definitely compete with the middle stage of the warrior level. If they reach the 5 kills into 1, they can compete with the later stage of the warrior level. If they reach the 6 kills into 1, they can compete with the warrior level of great perfection. Of course, if they reach the 7 kills into 1, they can compete with the warrior level. Reaching the 7 kills in 1 was just a thought. After practicing the combination, Yang Lei finally realized the difficulty of this combination. Yang Lei has only mastered one type of the combination of 2 kills, while there are 20.1 types of the combination, indicating its great difficulty. The transformation of the combination of 2 kills and 1 is mysterious. Only by fully refining oneself can one achieve the combination of 3 kills. In this way, it progresses layer by layer. Similarly, to achieve the combination of 7 kills and 1, one must first practice the combination of 6 kills. On the 3rd day at noon, as the yin and yang fruits were about to ripen, their fragrance overflowed and spiritual energy enveloped them. The white snake stared closely at them, motionless, afraid of missing the opportunity. At that moment, a crane cry echoed through the clear sky. The white snake heard the sound and suddenly lifted its huge head. Watching the great white crane hovering in the air, Yang Lei knew that his opportunity had come. This great white crane made the white snake so nervous, definitely not an ordinary white crane. Looking at its momentum, it was no weaker than the white snake. As expected, the big white crane suddenly descended and entangled with the white snake in an instant. You come and go, so fierce. Wherever the energy reaches, its destructive power is astonishing. Yang Lei was shocked. These two guys were so terrifying when they fought in circles. He had only practiced the 9th level of Qi and couldn't withstand such a strong energy. He kept retreating and thought to himself, fight, fight, fight to the death. It's best if both parties are injured, then he will benefit from it and may even kill two big bosses. These are all 8th level peak monsters. How much experience would he have if he killed them? Thinking of this, Yang Lei drooled. Of course, if he could subdue one of them, he would definitely explode in his mouth. Yes. After hiding more than 10 zhang away, Yang Lei was no longer affected by the energy. As he watched the battle between the snake and the crane, it had reached a white-hot point. The white snake was scratched in multiple places, with scales and blood stains everywhere, and the big white crane was also uncomfortable. A large area of feathers fell off, and there were no signs of blood stains. However, this does not affect the struggle between the two, but rather intensifies, with a tendency to fight to the death. Yang Lei knew in his heart that these snakes and cranes were already natural enemies, and it was not surprising that he had to fight to the death for the sake of the earth spirit fruit that day. In this way, Yang Lei was determined that whether they died or were injured, it would be beneficial for him. Perhaps he could really obtain a holy beast. Oh no, it's time. The yin-yang fruit is about to ripen, and this snake and crane have not yet been fully harvested. This makes Yang Lei feel nervous and eager to go up and make the competition even more intense. You should know that this yin-yang fruit is a spiritual fruit of heaven and earth. If it is not picked within a quarter of an hour, it will wither and fall, and after falling, it will blend into the soil. This snake and crane are naturally anxious, and the fruits of yin and yang are ripe. If you don't eat them immediately, it will be wasted. Both of them are enlightened, and naturally understand the characteristics of yin and yang fruits. As the spiritual energy around them was fully concentrated into those two fruits, the yin and yang fruits had completely matured. Upon seeing this, the great white crane disregarded the white snake and flew towards the yin-yang fruit. But how could the white snake make it wish? With a sudden opening of its mouth, it tightly entangled the white crane, preventing it from having a chance. So entangled, one snake and one crane, you don't let me, I don't let you, no one can get it, both become fierce, and the struggle becomes even more intense. 5 minutes have passed, and both of them are now at the end of their crossbows. The energy generated by the fight is no longer as strong as before. Yang Lei can clearly sense this, but he won't go up now. Just kidding, although both the snake and the crane are at the end of their crossbows, he is still not a match. If he goes to pick them himself, it may mean that the two of them give up their grudges and prepare to kill him first, and then he will cry without tears. So at this point, patience is still needed. Sure enough, although this snake and crane are already at the end of their strength, their explosive combat power is still astonishing, definitely surpassing the warrior's later combat power. 6 minutes had passed, and the two were still tightly intertwined. At this moment, the feathers of the big white crane were almost half gone, and it was no longer as graceful as before when flying. One foot was also limping, and the white snake was not much better, as it was scratched everywhere and flesh and blood were blurred. 8 minutes have passed, and now each snake and crane has only the breath left, while there is no breath left. They are all lying on the ground, soft and wide-eyed. You still won't let me, I won't let you. Yang Lei knew that the opportunity had arrived at this moment, and there were still 7 minutes left until the yin-yang fruit fell. But Yang Lei was still a bit worried. If both of them had enough energy at this time, he would be unlucky himself. Another minute passed, and only 6 minutes were left until the yin-yang fruit fell. The snake and crane still stared with big and small eyes, but their breath became weaker and weaker. Finally, they let go of their worries and walked briskly towards the two big guys in an instant. Chapter 8. Slaying the White Crane. You are listening at novelfull.audio. NB Yang Lei couldn't help but laugh. This guy is about to die now, and he dares to stare at himself. Oh my, he's trying to die. Anyway, he happens to lack experience. This great opportunity is definitely not to be missed. Yang Lei picked up a dagger and came to the front of Bai He. He was about to launch a fatal blow, but he didn't expect Bai He to be so dangerous that he suddenly pecked at him in the eyes. Touch. But at this moment, the white snake moved and unleashed its final strength, hitting the white crane with its tail, allowing it to fly far away. Yang Lei took a cold breath. If he had just been pecked, he would have become blind at home. He became angry, completely angry, and quickly came to Bai He's side, launching a fatal blow in an instant. Ding! Congratulations to player Yang Lei for killing the Martial Emperor level white crane. His experience value is 1 million, his Qigong value is 100,000, and his points value is 1,000. Ding! Congratulations to player Yang Lei for obtaining 1 level 8 wind type magic core. Ding! Congratulations to player Yang Lei for obtaining the spirit weapon White Crane Wings. Ding! Congratulations to player Yang Lei for obtaining the prefecture level 6th level soul condensing pill. Ding! Congratulations to player Yang Lei for obtaining the spirit weapon Wind Hidden. Ding! Congratulations to player Yang Lei for leveling up to level 10. Congratulations to player Yang Lei for leveling up to level 16. Shuang, he has suddenly risen to level 16, that is to say, he has now broken through the stage of Qi training and entered the level of martial artists, and has directly entered the middle stage of martial artists, that is, the 6th level of martial artists, and he has suddenly moved from the 9th level of Qi training to the 6th level of martial artists. The big white crane is really his mother awesome. If he cleans up the white snake again, will he enter the level of martial artists? Thinking of this, Yang Lei immediately gave up the idea. He joked that he couldn't be so ungrateful. The white snake just saved his life. We shouldn't be so shameless as humans. Another minute passed, leaving only 5 minutes. Yang Lei quickly shifted his attention to the yin-yang fruit in the center of the pool. Just jokingly, it was only 5 minutes away. If it were any slower, the spiritual fruit would be gone, so Yang Lei didn't look at anything else. A leap brought us to the front of the yin-yang fruit. I picked 2 fruits one by one. One is cold, the other is hot, yeah, it's a combination of ice and fire. Fortunately, I killed Bai He and advanced, otherwise I wouldn't be able to carry it, Yang Lei thought to himself. After picking the fruits, Yang Lei returned to White Snake's side once again. I saw the white snake eagerly looking at itself, at the 2 fruits in its hand. Do you want this yin-yang fruit? White Snake nodded and said, isn't this nonsense? If I didn't want this yin-yang fruit, how could I fight against White Crane and let you take advantage? White Snake thought to herself. Yang Lei thought for a moment and wondered how long it would take for him to take this yin-yang fruit. He decided to give it to him, maybe he could even obtain a holy beast. If you get a holy beast, then you will make a lot of money. Holy beast, but it is comparable to the existence of a martial saint. With a holy beast to protect you, even King Wei Wu Yang you dare not do anything to yourself. As for Yang Tian, Wang Kuei and others, they can abuse as much as they want. Okay, since you want it, I'll give it to you. Yang Lei handed the 2 fruits in his hand to the white snake. After eating the yin-yang fruit, the white snake began to shake and slowly emitted a white light, which then turned into a huge cocoon of light, completely enveloping the white snake inside. We're going to advance, Yang Lei murmured as he looked at the cocoon of light. This advancement is like a holy beast. Yeah, once you become a holy beast, you can transform into a human form. I don't know if this white snake is male or female. If it's female, she must be a beautiful woman. In that case, the white snake, the white lady, is she coming to visit Suzhen? It may take some time for the white snake to advance, so let's take a look at the few things I just got. Magic Core. The 8th level wind type magic core can be used for alchemy, weapon refining, and cultivation, which is extremely rare. If this wind-style White Crane Demon Core were to be sold, it would definitely be worth a lot of money. Yang Lei immediately put it away. Speaking of which, this magic core is not just an ordinary item, but also a rare one. Magic cores are not found in all Warcraft, and only when they reach level 6 or above will they be produced. Warcraft below level 6 do not have magic cores. White Crane Wings. A top-quality spiritual weapon that can recognize its master. After recognizing its master, it can integrate into itself and transform into a pair of flying wings when used. It can fly in the sky and its speed is related to its own strength. The stronger the strength, the faster the flight speed. Yang Lei wiped his eyes. He didn't believe what he saw in front of him. The White Crane wings were so abnormal and powerful. It's not an exaggeration to say they are divine weapons. Flying, although it can be achieved in the realm of Emperor Wu, is not comparable to this flying wing. Speed and strength are related. As long as there is true energy in one's body, this flying wing can fly. Even in the realm of Emperor Wu, flying will consume a certain amount of true energy, which is definitely more expensive than this flying wing. Moreover, the speed of the flying wing is obviously faster. Moreover, Fei has no specific requirements or restrictions, and can be used once you have identified yourself as the owner. This is the ultimate escape tool. With this flying wing, if you can't beat it, run away. Unless you reach the realm of Emperor Wu, who can catch up with you. Circled around, it's really cool. With this thing, I would laugh out loud in my dreams. No need to say, immediately acknowledged the master. Ding, the White Crane's wings have successfully recognized the master. After acknowledging his master, Yang Lei immediately extended his wings and attempted to fly. Touch. Unexpectedly, he couldn't adapt at once and fell down, which made Yang Lei very frustrated. It's okay to try again, and after several failures, he finally managed to barely master his flying skills. Since the White Crane's wings are so powerful, the remaining two things should not be too bad either. Soul Condensing Pill. The 6th grade pill at the prefecture level can be used to solidify the martial soul after entering the martial emperor realm. This is also a good thing. The elixir used to solidify the martial soul is definitely a top-grade elixir. The elixir can be divided into 4 levels. Heaven, Earth, Xianhuang, and each level can be divided into 10 levels. The previous Qi Gathering Pill was a 2nd-level yellow elixir, which is a very ordinary elixir and only useful for martial artists at the Qi Cultivation level. Danyao is also a good thing, so the rest is also a spiritual weapon, a top-quality spiritual weapon. Fengyin. Wind Attribute lower-grade spiritual weapon, can recognize the master, increases attack speed by 10%, increases attack power by 10%, and can grow. Hiss. Yang Lei couldn't help but take a cold breath when he saw it. His attack power increased by 10% and his attack speed increased by 10%. This was not the strongest, but the most terrifying was his ability to grow. Although it was a low-level spiritual weapon, his attack increased by 10% and his speed increased by 10%, what if he grew into a top-notch spiritual weapon? What if it is elevated to a divine artifact? It is even possible to grow into a holy artifact, a legendary weapon. If it were to become a holy artifact, it would be so abnormal that one might be able to sweep across the Chongwu continent. This is the real knife in hand, I have it all over the world. Bully, it's really amazing. This White Crane is truly an 8th-level Warcraft, and the things it contributes are truly immortal farts, extraordinary. Chapter 9. I Wipe, It's Really by Suzhen. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Recognizing the Lord, one must recognize the Lord. Ding, the spirit weapon, Fengyin, has successfully recognized the master. Yang Lei was extremely excited, and with this Fengyin, coupled with the use of the Wind Blade 7 kills, it had infinite power. Now that I have reached the 6th level of martial arts, dealing with Yang Tian is simply an easy task. With my strength greatly increasing, I believe that the Wind Blade 7 kills can also fully cultivate the combination of 2 kills. If I understand the combination of 3 kills, I will have no fear in dealing with martial arts. The sound of 2, 2, 2 came from the cocoon of light. Yang Lei knew that the white snake was going to advance successfully, and once successful, it would be a sacred beast. With a tearing sound, the cocoon disappeared and a stunning woman in a white long dress appeared in place, with a snake-shaped birthmark on her eyebrows, adding a touch of charming charm. Master. As soon as the woman saw Yang Lei, she walked lightly towards her and her vermilion lips lifted lightly. Upon hearing this, Yang Lei was stunned. Do he really believe that he is the master? Earned it, indeed earned it, made a fortune, Yang Lei exclaimed in his heart. Looking at Yang Lei's dazed expression, the woman waved her hand and said, Master, are you okay? After regaining his senses, Yang Lei hurriedly said, It's okay, it's okay. Why do you call me master? You saved Susu's life and advanced her to become a sacred beast. Susu had no choice but to serve with her own body, said the woman in white. Ding, the holy beast white snake wants to recognize you as the Lord. Do you agree? Agree, naturally agree. If you don't agree, then you're a fool. After Yang Lei chose to agree, he only felt that there was something more in his mind, and the connection with the woman in white in front of him became very clear. What's your name? Master, my name is Suzhen, said the woman in white. Yang Lei's body trembled, and I rubbed it. It was really Suzhen. Isn't this? White lady. Bai Nyangzi regards herself as the master, serving as a slave and maid. This. She has really made a lot of money. Do you want to view the properties? View. Player. Yang Lei level. 16 root bone. 5 health. 1200 qigong value. 106000 integral value. 1210 technique. Xianyuan Ju, level 3, skill. Wind Blade 7 kills pet holy beast by Suzhen weapon and equipment. Precision steel dagger, flame ring, ordinary storage ring, white crane wings, wind hidden. After reading it, Yang Lei was extremely excited. The Xianyuan technique had reached the 3rd level and was soon able to break through the 4th level. Once it broke through the 4th level, he must have improved his qigong value again. Well, I'll call you Su in the future, and you don't need to call me master. Just call me young master, Yang Lei said. It's the young master. The voice is really beautiful, Suzhen's voice is really moving. I don't know what the shouting would be like at that time. Thinking of this, Yang Lei couldn't help but feel restless. Of course, this is just a thought. If I really dare to say that, I may be beaten into meat paste. Susu, what level have you reached now? In the early stage of level 9. In the early stage of level 9, that means reaching the level of a holy beast. So. Can you defeat the martial saint now, Susu? Yang Lei looked at Suzhen and said, if you can defeat the martial saint, then you can really walk horizontally. Of course, Yang Lei knew in his heart that his cheap father was extremely abnormal. He reached the martial saint at the age of 30, and now he is only in his 40s. Moreover, more than 10 years have passed, with his abnormal qualifications, he probably has already reached the late stage of martial saint. If Suzhen wants to fight against the opponent, he will definitely lose. No, this is impossible. I have just entered the early stage of level 9 and have not even consolidated my realm. It is impossible to deal with the martial saint among human warriors, Suzhen shook her head and said. Upon hearing these words, although Yang Lei was already prepared in his heart, he still felt a bit disappointed. The martial saint was indeed very powerful. But overall, Bai Suzhen cannot deal with Wushen, but there should be no opponents under Wushen. By the way, Su, are there any other sacred beasts in this Yen mountain? If I could kill a sacred beast in this Yen mountain, then my strength would not need to think about it, and it would definitely increase greatly. As long as I reach the martial arts level and cooperate with the Wind Blade 7 kills, there will be no problem dealing with Wang Kuei. Yes, I know there are 3 sacred beasts, and it is said that there is also a divine beast in the deepest part of Yen Mountain. Sigh. Yang Lei couldn't help but take a cold breath upon hearing the words. There were 3 sacred beasts, and there were also divine beasts. These sacred beasts were at level 9 and could compete with the martial saint. If they were divine beasts, they could compete with the martial god. There were martial gods on the mainland, but it was just a legend. It is said that there are martial gods sitting in all 7 major sects, and it is unclear if this is true. Whether or not there is a divine beast, it has nothing to do with Yang Lei himself. Even if there is one, he dare not provoke it. He is only a 6th level warrior and cannot even deal with a 5th level monster. A 4th level monster requires a lot of effort, and he can only deal with it with 7 kills using the Wind Blade. Leveling, the most important thing for oneself now is to level up. Crazy leveling, as long as one level up, one can easily reclaim everything from oneself. Those who have bullied oneself before will repay them 100 times. As for the martial saint and martial god, one day one will achieve them. Young master, do you have anything else to ask? If so, hurry up and ask. Su is going to hibernate in the young master's body, Bai Suzhen said at this moment. Ah! Yang Lei was taken aback for a moment, unsure why. Why do we need to sleep? Young master, Su has just broken through level 9 and entered the holy beast. She is currently in the recovery period, also known as the weak period. It will take some time before she can truly become a holy beast. She has the combat power of a level 9 holy beast, said Bai Suzhen. Oh, that's it. Forget it, I don't have much to ask, but Su, when can you wake up? This is what Yang Lei is most concerned about. I'm not sure about this, if it's short, it could take a few months, if it's long, it could take several years. Bai Suzhen shook her head, which she herself was not aware of. In fact, generally speaking, advancing from level 8 to level 9 does not require such a long period of weakness, but the key is that Bai Suzhen had previously fought with Bai He and injured the source, which is why it takes such a long time to recover. Oh! Upon hearing that it might take a few years, Yang Lei's heart sank. It seemed that before Bai Suzhen woke up, he still had to endure a bit and not be too arrogant. At this moment, Bai Suzhen turned into a white light and attached herself to Yang Lei's arm. Upon closer inspection, it looked like a tattoo, a horned white snake, lifelike and resembling a dragon rather than a dragon. Yang Lei stood up and tidied up his mood. There was no need for him to expect too much, and he always relied on others that were not good for him. Even his own pet, after all, improving his own strength was the key. However, thinking about it was also frustrating. With the help of Bai Suzhen, he would have upgraded much faster. Now that he has entered the martial arts level, the experience of upgrading to level 1 is dozens of times more than when he was at the Qi cultivation level, and upgrading is also difficult. Chapter 10. Martial Arts Realm. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Kill, kill, kill. Over the past few months, Yang Lei has been constantly fighting monsters and upgrading, and of course, he has also been practicing his swordsmanship day and night. Finally, 5 months earlier, Yang Lei broke through the martial arts limit and reached the martial arts realm. Once he entered the martial arts realm, he felt his strength skyrocketed, and many parts of the Xianyuan technique that he didn't understand suddenly became clear. The Xianyuan technique also entered the 6th level of the realm. Entering the 6th level of the Xianyuan technique, the martial arts skills are powerful and almost comparable to those of later martial artists. With one level of cultivation from one's own martial arts master, the martial arts skills are incredibly powerful, comparable to the 7th level of martial arts master. If it were an ordinary person with such a strong foundation, the difficulty of advancing would be unimaginable. Generally speaking, the stronger the foundation, the greater the cultivation, and the more difficult it would be to improve one's cultivation level. However, Yang Lei did not have that concern. With an all-around cultivation system, there was no need to worry about these bottlenecks. The stronger the foundation, the better. When it reached the bottleneck, it only required a little more experience points, and at most, he could kill monsters for a few more days. As a martial artist, it has been 5 months since Yang Lei crossed the Chengwu continent and began practicing. During these 5 months, Yang Lei has worked hard day and night to cultivate, from an ordinary person, even a useless person, to a current martial artist. If those geniuses knew about this, they would have been ashamed to death. 3 kills in 1, break it for me. In front of me is a level 4 warcraft, a colorful tiger. This colorful tiger is incredibly fierce, and among ordinary level 4 warcraft, it can be said to be the king among kings. However, this is not enough to see in front of Yang Lei. Although Yang Lei dare not accept level 5 monsters and can clean them up, there is still no problem with this colorful tiger. The combination of 3 kills can unleash 9 times the combat power. Originally, Yang Lei was in the realm of a martial artist, and with his strong qigong, he was comparable to the later stage. How could this colorful tiger withstand the 9 times the combat power and immediately die under the wind and shadow of a spiritual weapon? Ding, congratulations to the player for killing the 4th level warcraft, colorful tiger, with experience points of 10,000, qigong points of 100, and a tiger whip. I wiped it. Yang Lei was very frustrated. This damn colorful tiger has nothing, just a tiger whip. I thought this tiger would have to order something good for me. In these days, Yang Lei has killed countless monsters, including level 3, level 4, and level 5. He has also launched several surprise attacks, but after killing so many monsters, nothing good has been revealed. The most common ones are meat and fur, which has really frustrated Yang Lei. Ding, congratulations to the player on the evolution of the lower-level spiritual artifact, Feng Yin, into a medium-level spiritual artifact. Evolved, Yang Lei was overjoyed. His wind-hidden blade had actually evolved. He thought that evolution would have to wait until he reached the level of a general, but now it has evolved, which surprised him. Wind-hidden blade. Lower-grade spiritual weapon, with an attack power of 15%, attack speed of 15%, and a 0.01% chance of achieving a one-hit kill. Wipe, Yang Lei wiped his eyes. His attack power and attack speed increased by 5% to not much difference, but this 0.01% one-hit kill is abnormal. If this additional attribute is continuously improved, what will happen if it reaches 50% one-hit kill? That is to say, as long as the wind-hidden blade is used, there is a 50% chance of killing the opponent. Thinking about this, Yang Lei's mouth is watering. As long as the wind-hidden blade attribute is continuously upgraded, who dares to oppose him? If he can't stand it, he will kill him. One strike is not enough, another strike is not enough, and there will always be a one-strike strike. Killed. But now there is only a 0.01% chance of a one-hit kill, which means it takes 10,000 cuts to have a one-hit kill situation. This probability is really low enough. However, this has already made Yang Lei very satisfied. After all, the wind-hidden blade is only a low-level spiritual weapon now. No, it should be said to be a mid-level spiritual weapon. If it can be upgraded to an ultimate spiritual weapon, even a semi-divine weapon, or a divine weapon, then it will definitely explode. But I don't know what year and month it will take to ascend to a divine artifact. After collecting the wind-hidden blade, Yang Lei looked at the horizon. It had been 5 months since he entered Yenshan, which means he was only 1 month away from defeating Yang Tian, regaining his dignity, and completing the system task. Originally, Yang Lei wanted to achieve the great perfection of martial arts in Yenshan, but it seems that time is not enough. But it's also time to change back. I haven't seen a single person in Yenshan for 5 months, and it's quite boring. Apart from fighting monsters and upgrading every day, I don't even have anyone to talk to, and I feel quite frustrated. Someone. On this day, Yang Lei walked all the way towards the outside of Yenshan before leaving the Yenshan Mountains. Unexpectedly, he heard someone fighting. So Yang Lei flew and swept onto a big tree. I'm going, it's actually a robbery. Yang Lei looked at the figures fighting in the distance. One side is a thief, while the other side is a member of Changfeng Trading Company. It seems that some auction item was chosen as an escort. Do you need any help? At this moment, Yang Lei pondered. These bandits are not weak either, and one of them has reached the level of the middle stage of martial arts, appearing to be their leader, while the other two with slightly weaker strength are also in the early stage of martial arts. If you take action yourself, there should be no problem dealing with these two people, but if you add those other bandits, you really can't handle it alone. Of course, if you take this opportunity to establish a relationship with people from Changfeng Trading Company, it will also be beneficial to go to Changfeng Trading Company to buy things on your own. You will need more things in the future, and it is necessary to deal with them. Thinking clearly, Yang Lei jumped off the big tree and slowly walked forward. Oh, it's so lively here. Oh, this knife is a bit off-center, why is it like this? Hurry up, it's going to stab you in the back, buddy, be careful and avoid it. Yes, that's it, stab his little JJ, right, that's it. Yang Lei kept shouting while holding a piece of grass in his mouth. Kill that kid. At this moment, the leading bandit glared fiercely at Yang Lei and said to the martial artist beside him. Be careful, little brother. An old man from the Changfeng Trading Company, who seemed to have reached the middle stage of martial arts, quickly reminded Yang Lei when he saw the bandit charging towards him. I'll wipe it, you damn it, if you don't continue fighting them, why are you looking for me? I passed by and made soy sauce, Yang Lei shouted while dodging. Yang Lei, who has practiced the Wind Blade 7 kills, has a much faster speed under his feet compared to ordinary martial artists. If he doesn't use the Wind Blade 7 kills, he can still compete with the third-level martial artists with his own level of martial arts. I'm going to kill you. The martial artist was furious. The third son, who wanted to stay at home, was actually teased like this. How could anyone dare to talk to him like this, making his chest almost explode with anger?